So I know that everybody's talking about the Charlie Kirk situation, and I'm gonna give my 2 cents on it because I've already made an Instagram not real, but an Instagram story, like I believe a few hours after it happened. But now that it's been like almost 3 days, I'm gonna give like after we've got the shooter Tyler Robinson, after we've got all the information, I'm gonna explain how I feel about it right now. Okay, so the shooter Tyler Robinson, he's pretty much who you would expect it to be. All right, he's a skinny dork. Never got any bitches, never had any power in his life. Skinny, fucking weak mentally and physically. Wearing a COVID mask, fell for the fucking probably he's vaccinated too. A liberal with an LGBT flag on his t-shirt in one picture. Yeah, exactly who you would expect it to be. Okay, these people are deranged. That's just the truth. Okay, so my opinion of Charlie Kirk, before I heard that he got shot, I didn't really like the guy because, first of all, I heard about him about half a year ago, and I really liked the guy because I saw his opinions on abortions. I saw his opinions on basically he's like he had based, and I followed him. He had based opinions, and I followed him on Instagram for a couple of months until I realized that he was a Zionist. He was defending Israel and all of that, and that's where I was like, okay, he's defending a genocide. I cannot stand behind this anymore. So I didn't really, I was never a hater, okay? I'm never a hater of someone because that takes too much energy. But I did not want to associate with this guy, myself with this guy. I'm not a fan of his. I just like, I'm staying away from whatever that is. So he's a Zionist, obviously. So I don't think that he wasn't necessarily a bad man, but I disagreed with his political opinions, right? And when I heard that he got shot, I genuinely felt sad, right? Because I was like, I also saw people celebrating his death, right, which is fucking disgusting. But yeah, bro, I saw a lot of guys right now. I was on Twitter scrolling today this morning, and saw a lot of those guys get doxxed. I saw this one guy, his people doxed his address and his mom's phone number, and people started calling his mom, threatening to kill her or whatever. And I don't wish this upon anybody, but if he's the guy that was the fat ass, I believe Jacob something his name was, right? He said it on a live stream, like some streamer was IRL streaming, and he was says that he supports the click killer, and he would have done it himself, right? And yeah, basically he got what he deserved literally like an hour after that happened. So I'm glad that some people got justice, some people got the attention they asked for, and then they got doxxed, and then they got death threats. Then people some dudes like apologized, like the one guy that was cheering on like a few seconds after Charlie Kirk's death, right? He was there standing in the crowd, and then he was trying to say an excuse like, I was trying to distract the attention so that they could take Charlie. Well, bro, shut the fuck up. No, you were cheering on. Like, that's fucking disgusting. All right. However, I'm just simply not here to talk about everything because this could be a half an hour long video, and I don't really want to make it that long. Here's my opinion on it. Although I don't like his political opinions, he is a father, he's a husband, and I do believe that he's a good man outside of his political opinion. And I also think that his opinions on Israel might not be that authentic as people think, as I thought until 2 days ago, or until today, really, right? But I'm not here to say that he's been paid by them boys, you know what I mean? But definitely, I don't think he was overall a bad man. Not anymore. I used to think that, but now I'm not really sure. Okay, I don't follow him on Instagram. Dude gained 2.5 million followers in 2 days after his death. Right? So many people didn't know him and start following him. I don't follow him. I'm not a fan of his anymore. I'm a fan of his every single one of his opinion outside of the Israel and Palestine war. I'm a fan of basically everything else. So yeah, I do think that it's sad that he died. I do believe that Tyler Robinson deserves the public death penalty, and there's nothing really much I could say about that. You know, he's a deranged kid. His daddy turned him in, or made him turn in, or whatever that situation was. Yeah, weak men are dangerous. Weak men are more dangerous than the powerful men. because powerful men, men that can actually cause violence, like professional MMA fighters, etc., they don't start fights, they don't start violence. Professional army soldiers, they're not school shooters, bro. It's always the fucking guy who never got played, who always got bullied, who never had any power, that then fucking steals his dad's gun and shoots up a school. That's really all that happens. Obviously, there were a lot of things that happened this past week, like the stabbing of Irina Zarutska. Very, very sad. Definitely we should remember her name. But I'm not here to talk about that, but just again, racism saves lives, guys. Be more racist, for fuck's sake. If you see a black person, cross the fucking street, bro. Or if you have a pepper spray, taser, or a gun on you, be ready to toss it. Don't just attack him, but use it for self-defense. Be ready. But obviously avoid these people. Stay as far away from them as possible. Or don't get closer to them. Definitely don't have AirPods next to them, right? If it's a black guy, he probably has a knife on him or a gun on him. All right, just a heads up. So yeah, what else happened? Some school shooting, and I don't really know where in the U.S. Like literally a couple of minutes ago, a couple of minutes after the Charlie's death. So that's why nobody heard about that. That was pretty sad. Some stuff with Israel as well, but Sneeko covered that. So definitely go watch Sneeko's 30-minute video on Rumble, like where he basically gave his opinion on that. Some people are fucking disgusting, not gonna lie. Destiny making fun of it, Kai Cenat basically not even addressing it at all, you know, all that. You know, some people just are paid, or some people are just evil. Or not evil, but some people are just not good people in general. So I'm not here to talk about that. Okay? This is my opinion on what happened this week, like literally a couple of days back. So yeah, I don't know if YouTube will take this video down one day. I don't know if anybody really is gonna remember this video in a year from now, but I am proud to make this video. I am proud of what I just said, and I'm standing on it. All right. So yeah, all the people suffering his death deserve to get doxxed, deserve to lose their jobs, which a lot of people did, and I saw that on Twitter, on X, and I was very happy to see that. So many people lost their jobs, bro, like literally a day after that, which is so cool. Imagine you fucking celebrate another man's death. You're an animal, you're a piece of shit, and then you lose your job and everybody on Twitter is clowning you. God bless those employers for that, right? And yeah, I started watching Charlie Kirk a little bit more after he died, which is unfortunate. I started watching him towards the start of this year, and I was a big fan of him, but he kept saying the same things, right? Like at his events. So I stopped watching him, or I only watched the reels sometimes, and then I stopped watching him because of his political views. But yeah, I don't think that he's necessarily a bad guy. I pray and wish the best to his wife, and that his children will grow up to be as brave as his father, right? So, because what Charlie did was very brave. I do think that if Charlie was to turn back time and know about what's going to happen, he would still go on that march and die for what he believed in. Yeah, I saw the video multiple times, different angles, saw it probably like 20 times. It's disturbing. If you have a weak gut, don't watch it, but I'm sure you probably did. Instagram was not quick enough to ban it everywhere. The social media platforms were not quick enough on that. That video spread everywhere before these social media platforms could do anything. So yeah, this is my opinion on what just happened. I don't really have anything much more to say. I really express my opinions on Instagram and on Twitter. So definitely follow me there on these two platforms. And with this in mind, may God bless you. Catch y'all on the next one. Stay safe.